That's the power of the Warlock, is you can run literally anything in a same flame with a Warlock, unless they have just a sick aggro duel, which they really don't.
You want a carry that's going to match up well against your opposing team's cores, though.
Okay, that was the other carry I mentioned with the Spectre. Yeah,
yep. But again, no real follow-up, no threat of a kill.
Like, look how far in he is in this. There's no way to punish this at all.
Yeah.
That's not really a good sign, I would say.
Now up top, those axes actually doing a lot of damage. Freeze only level 3, trying to put the hurt onto 3-3, but the heal from PPD will allow him to survive through it. Again, a lot of damage back and forth. No mana in this top lane for Optic. 3-3 will pop a mango there to get off those axes, but running low on resources. Now PPD with some stick charges does have enough for that Shadow Ward, but the Dual Breath does connect. This could be your first blood, and it's drawn by DDC on the Jakiro. VG.J Thunder strike first.
And so they can still play aggressive in these side lanes without conceding too much to CC&C in the mid.
Another 2-hero Dual Breath up top. Looks like they're going to go for 33. The Liquid Fire connects, and Freeze connects with a pounce. Right clicks are there, and nothing the Beastmaster can do. 3-0. And down bottom now, Pycat finally gets up on the scoreboard. Will finish off the Naga Siren with a Lucent Beam there.
Oh, up top, they get the initiation onto the Omni.
Yang in a lot of trouble. Nice use the Primal Roar there. Sylar, is he going to be able to live through this? Pycat rooted, has to stand his ground, and Sylar just finishes him off. Now, Spade with the Song of the Siren, doesn't even need it, just drops the Ensnare onto 33. The Breathe Fire just tickles, and Sylar too fast for CC&C to lock down. Now this Dragon Knight without an Elder Dragon form is going to get left behind. Zai comes in, drops the Spirit as well as the Stomp. Lycan reasonably low. The Breathe Fire connects, but I don't know that they have the resources here.
In this game, we actually are pretty good. In fact, we the Beastmaster, the Luna, even like Dragon Knight's nice and maybe tank it up a little bit, but Lycan is just
Optic, though, they were moving in towards the pit. They don't get there in time, and now CC&C gets left behind. He's locked down. It's a big Chaotic Offering, connects on all 5, but there's no follow-up. The GA comes, and all 5 of VG.J Thunder will get topped off. Ice Path connects on PPD. This Warlock running out of options, does have some stick charges, but it's not close to enough. It's a quick 2-for-0, still with the Aegis in tow. VG.J Thunder wants some objectives. Never before in the history of Dota.
All right, they're going for it. Optic taking a look at happen.
But Song of the Siren completely breaks this up. It's a 5-hero song. This is the dream setup. Jakiro on 3 with the Macro Pyre. It's a bloody disaster for Optic. 2 go down right away. No Chaotic Offering for you. The GA to boot. 3-24. VG.J Thunder are absolutely dominating. GG is called. And that will be it.
Oh, that was a painful.
Wow. That was a tough game. That was really never a moment where it felt like Optic had any semblance of control that game, Trent.
Yeah. A lot of the tools that you're looking for just kind of never came online for Optic. Was there any sort of a Beastmaster War? Well, there was, but it was an illusion.
Any BKB carrier here that gets super early BKB is going to be pretty good.
Chen Nightstalk is just so scary for Luna. When it hits 4 minutes, Chen rotates to your lane, you're getting dived on the tower. That's where PL seems a bit better because you've got an escape tool. It's Thunder 10th picking bird.
That wasn't. That's not Optic 10th picking it.
What?
That's
it's a young
and it's a freeze Omni Knight.
This guy, he's a legend. He is the Witch Doctor player.
Yeah.
So when a Chen gets picked up, there's no question that hero's coming out for DDC.
Yeah, Gods was absolutely right. It's a hero that's found some nerfs, but maybe enough to still find a first blood here. It's Freeze that draws it against Zai's Chen. First blood, again, the way of VG. Now the rotation from the other side. Optic, they're going to try to backstab this. They go in onto the Broodmother first. CC&C uses the Exorcism, and Brood gets popped straight away, but Sylar connects with a decent arrow. This Death Ward doing some damage. They do get PPD, but VG.J Thunder have already lost 2. Looks like a great fight for Optic. Witch Doctor getting chased down behind the Roche Pit, and even Sylar now getting very low. Does not have any more leaps for 20 seconds. He's dusted up Pycat with that Burrow Strike to the high ground. It's a 1-for-4 and a big-time sign of life for Optic Gaming. Aegis, they've got Exorcism, and this is a tier 3.
Are we finally going to break this net worth? Like, are we going to get some gap here? It's just been so tight.
I mean, it looks like it. This is a tier 3 tower down. The Dire have not really reacted, but Epicenter initiation. Sandcake jumps in. The GA is still ready, but it looks bad for the Dire. They've lost 2 supports already. Their barracks are taking damage from the Exorcism. Sylar's in the back doing what he can. He hits an arrow on 33, but this Mirana is just not doing any damage.
Yeah.
It's a bottom lane of barracks, but Brood is not here. She's in the mid lane, and she is getting a mid tower at least. Are they going to get some cleanups here? They've used 2 buybacks. 33 caught by the Yules. Size will TP.
Oh, he can't quite finish off Yang. He's going to get away.
Oh my, 33.
The more Sand King. But yeah, back to 3-3. Also trying to survive.
33 is going to get finished off here. He's going to play a little ring around the Rosie, but I think these 3 heroes, they'll be able to finish him off. 4 heroes indeed. Checking in on the mid lane, that tier 3 did go down. Obviously, Barracks still standing, so it's not awful for VG.J Thunder. And like you said, you look at the net worth, and it's not an even trade. 2 buybacks hurt, but it's not really a big
look at that
game.
team heading in for a fight, though, honestly. Even without the Aegis, it's a big deal. But you saw last game, VG.J Thunder, they never went high ground.
Remember, no buyback on Sand King or Witch Doctor, both blocked on cooldown, so this will be a 4v5 for the next 50 seconds. A small net worth advantage for Optic. Arrow misses as Sylar gets the repel, trying to do what damage he can, but this tier 3 is falling
And that
fast.
vision on the high ground, I mean, that remaining ward from the previous engagement allowed them to see that kill, instantly get it, not be warded from VG.J Thunder. Pretty big mistake.
Yang, though, he goes in onto the Death Prophet. There's that nullifier shown off, and they find the kill. DP down, Bycat forced away from him defensively. They do defend the Barracks mid. They have to pay another tier 3 tower for it. Yeah.
I mean, the Lincolns are so good this game, honestly. It's, again, just kind of stopping them.
Arrow.
There's your arrow.
Whoa, it hits Morphling this time. They have the follow-up to actually capitalize on this. They break his
arrow.
Lincolns, and
They
they brought
found
it
the
down.
arrow.
The BKB from CC&C uses the Exorcism, but is it going to be enough? They've killed the Witch Doctor. Buyback from Pycat, and maybe VG.J Thunder in a little bit too deep here. They've lost Fade, and all of a sudden it's a 3v5. Sylar getting low. He'll get finished off. Freeze can't keep him alive. 3 down. Looks like Optic's Roche. And soon to be 4 is Freeze is isolated by the Yules. It looked really good.
It doesn't work when
beginning.
they have buyback, though.
But
And you don't.
yeah, I mean, absolutely worth the buyback. You win the fight, you get Roche, and now this is going to be Aegis and Cheese, and it basically gives Morphling his buyback back.
They still have 2 minutes to work with. They're going to the wraparound smoke with the Moonlight.
But it does get scouted out. Now the real fight breaks out as Fade jumps in. The epicenter gets interrupted, and the Sand King is just a non-factor. TDC gets dropped immediately too. He buys back. The cheese has been used. Yang still pretty healthy with the BKB on. He focuses on PPD, but VG.J Thunder just don't have the resources here. 3-3 goes in too deep. He ends up dying. Now both buybacks used by Optic. They want to end this game now. Yang locked down, brought down. No buyback available on the Broodmother. Autumn will get killed. She buys back. It's looking very good for Optic here. They're trying to get the Megas, and the GG is called. VG.J Thunder concede game 2, and we're going to an ace match beside it.
Outplayed Optic so good in that game, gotta say. I mean, that kind of speaks to maybe this idea of just like where the balance might have been with some of those heroes.
You can see they're very excited about the win.
Yes, they are thrilled. PPD tipped his hat. That is a very emotional man. Oh my god.
I like the Darkseer a lot. Just having a way to give Spectre more damage output, because you just feel like you're not useful as a Spectre until you get a Radiance, but with Iron Shell that changes very quickly.
Bloodseeker. I don't...
Looks like a really good pick this game.
You like that?
Yeah. A dual lane here. Zai has rotated back in, and Fade will be supporting Sylar, who's, well, handling this just fine, as we talked about, able to just deal with that Ion Shell. And Skywrath putting on a lot of pressure. Nice stun from Zai, but maybe a turn the other way. Has to use that Surge. Zai will live.
I really like the way they just turn aggressively. They do from VG.J Thunder. Just don't give anything, you know? Of course, the Thirst Vision, a little bit of a problem there. Has the stick, but still in trouble. He's chasing.
That's a first blood. Easy peasy for Fade. Will end up going down, as he suicides into the tower.
Rupture back in 5 seconds. Excellent timing here, really using the momentum here. Just second Rupture's up. Let's go kill CC&C.
Also, with the Exorcism available, this is a great rotation. 3 heroes have to back up as the Blood Right comes. CC&C getting very low. Good stun across from Zai. Helps break things up, but it's not enough to save the Dragon Knight. 9-3. VG.J Thunder grab yet another kill. And again, Dragon Knight just feeling a little bit lackluster in this game. Not that CC&C is misplaying it, but the hero itself just so susceptible to those kind of rotations at this stage. Spectre still pretty far away from his Radiance. Yep.
That's a Darkseer.
That is a Darkseer, and that is also a ultimate from the Skywrath Mage that kind of just tickled, but the follow-up damage certainly did more than that. CC&C now left behind. He does have an Elder Dragon form, but it's not going to do a hell of a lot. He'll be silenced. The damage is just too much. That'll make it a twofer in the mid. And a tip on top of it. Oh, poor CC.
That feels like he was microing a hero somewhere. It's not or a creep. Like, how often do you see someone walk in the river?
It was a little peculiar.
That's not a common path. I don't see a lot of people doing that one when there's tier 1 still standing for the enemy team. Look at VG.J Thunder, though. The positioning. They see this kind of play. They're just sending this Night Stalker pipe ahead.
Zai in the backline, he'll channel the epicenter, but it gets interrupted. A pretty decent Warlock ultimate. Now the Blood Right comes. VG.J just trying to find a target to stick on. They lose DDC, but they bring down Zai. 33 almost TP's out, but they have the Yules to interrupt it.
Out of the fight.
Oh my, now Sylar though getting low.
Down.
He's going to try to run away. He gets put in the Nightmare, but he is going to survive. Now they're splitting their ways. CCNC silenced, headed towards the Roche pit. And on the other side, it's PPD getting chased down by Yang. No way to survive, and it'll be a 1 for 4, losing only the position 5 of VG.J Thunder. Pycat, I think he dodged a bullet. I mean, he's still just trying to get this Radiance. He's got the recipe, 1,900 gold, still has 2K gold. They watch the tier 3 tower fall. Zai channels the FB. This could be big. This is it, Trent. It's a 5-hero back wall. Epicenter on top. They kill 2, make it 3 straight away. This is the turn for Optic. They have not lost any yet. The Darkseer low. Freeze survives only because of the Eon Disc, but they get obliterated. It's a 4 for 0, and it's like you are some sort of a prophet, sir.
Well, I don't want to say I told you so, but I didn't because I said it was highly unlikely. But they did it. They pulled it off. The blink reveal. That was completely picture perfect. I mean, Zai smoked on the side, the 5-man vacuum. Now, how much of that can you attribute to Optic? Like, there is the fact that you got to put yourself in a 5-man vacuum AoE. Push you over the hump. You just bought all these new items. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Well, Honk gets used here, and there's the initiation from CC. Another great back wall. They get 2. DDC and Fade both go down. Instant buybacks. Beat script onto Yang. He's getting low, and he's not going to be able to survive. But on the backside, Sylar and Freeze. There's the rock. It connects on 3. Fatal bombs with big damage. CC&C goes down. Huge buybacks from VG.J Thunder, but they are turning this fight around, and now this Spectre's in trouble. He's going to try to TP out, and he will not be so lucky. Pycat goes down, and Optic lose 3. The fight is a 3 for 3. It's not a net worth gain for VG.J Thunder because of the buybacks, but they do get the control.
Yeah, they get a lot of experience, and they also have a dead Spectre for 60 seconds.
This is so tense, Trent. There's the haunt. They reveal it. Zai jumps in, catches the initiation, but Freeze. He'll use his BKB and the Exorcism. PDC gets off the ultimate before going down. The Crimson Guard mitigates enough damage. It's CC that falls first. VG.J Thunder
still alive?
Looking okay in this fight, and they actually save their Warlock. Now Pycat gets found. It's a buyback from the DK, but he does not have the Elder Dragon form. PPD with a nice beam script from the low ground gets interrupted. They killed Fade, but Freeze is in the front lines, and he's doing the big damage. Darkseer getting low. The Eon Disc actually keeping him alive a little bit longer on the backside. It's Zai with a good ultimate to finally kill the Warlock. Brings down the Bloodseeker, and the DP dies. After all that, it ends up being Optic's fight. A buyback is used by Sylar straight away, but very convincing for the Radiant. Yeah. Maybe they'll grab Yang. Looks like it. CC jumps in, Blink, Dragon Tail, and it's going to be a dead Night Stalker.
And the only buyback was the one from CCNC, and he ends up helping to secure that last kill. So
yeah,
completely
totally
worth it in the end. 4 heroes dead. 50 seconds there, might be able to force a buyback on the death problem, but even if she buys back, where do they head?
No Exorcism. Let's look at that recap, and it's a huge swing, a 4K net worth jump, including that buyback on that Bloodseeker.
Now, they weren't able to bring the Warlock down in time, but who did he ult? He ulted just CCNC. Like,
I guess it's pretty scary.
They're going to try and force fight with the smoke, but every time the smoke pops, they just instantly haunt.
There's Zai. There's the haunt. Immediately, CCNC jumps in. It's a pretty decent back wall, but there's the Warlock ultimate. Who's actually going to take this fight? Fade goes down first, but 3-3 goes down right after. Buyback immediately from the Darkseer to get back into this fight. Sylar's BKB is done. Freeze has lost his Eon Disc, and Pycat, he's in the front lines. He's big, he's bad, and he's beefy. On the other side, Zai trying to chase him down with that epicenter. Freeze now starting to run low on resources, and they are just tanking this Exorcism. It does not do nearly as much as that early game, and wow, 2 for 3, the buyback from 3-3, absolutely worth it, but no buybacks available on the 3 dead heroes of VG.J Thunder, most importantly, that DP.
Yeah, and that BKB ended for Sylar, and he got Yulesed up, and then he just ran.
Haunt is just the trump card this game. You brought it up a couple times, but as soon as that Haunt comes, there is nothing that VG can do but try to mitigate the damage and spread out.
Yeah.
It's pretty brutal.
You don't want to instantly BKB when it's popped, because then what if they just like don't initiate on you, they pick a different target and everything, but you kind of have to.
PPD, triple silence, but the back wall again from 33. Big damage coming onto the Dire. DDC goes down first. The rock is just a non-factor. BKBs have been used and soon to expire. Pycat's still in deep. Remember, he's got the Aegis, so he's okay to fall here. Spectre coming back. The Bane died in the fray, did buy back, already made it back into the fight. Now stun onto the Night Stalker. The Exorcism still at about half duration. Dire hanging on for now, but Yang getting low, has to retreat. They've lost the tier 3. Pycat caught by the 8 toes, but Manta's there, and Freeze evaporates. Now into the tier 4, Zai goes in, they finish off the Skywrath, and this is looking like the beginning of the end here. Trent, the Fiend's Grip onto the Night Stalker, and that's it. GG! Optic take it after a disastrous game 1. They secure the series in stunning fashion.
Yeah, very well played there. Team effort on that high ground defense.
Oh,
gotta
level
love
5
it.
Dagon. That's nice.
That was some emotion. I saw claps. PVD knows. He's like, that was a little tight.
It's got to feel good to win that series. That was a really well-fought, tight series. VG.J Thunder, they brought their A game. They looked good in parts of it. They fell short in parts of it, but they made Optic work hard for that win.